This is Nas former president all the way from Namibia. Now I know what you guys are thinking. Firstly, Nasdaq does it have a president? And if he's the former president, who is the current president of the Nasdaq 100? Now the only person I can think about is probably going to be Nasdaq Ninja. Now a client reached out to us and say that he's been scammed by this gentleman not once but twice, and the type of scam is very confusing. It's very unique. I've never seen this type of scam in my entire life before. And he had asked me to make the video to warn Namibian traders to stay away from this gentleman, right? So without any further ado, let's get straight into it. Now before we continue, I want to say thank you to our lovely sponsor, that is XNES, who provides you to trade all over weekends. They've got very low spreads, very fast withdrawals. It's free to open up an account, and they're one of the only brokers who offers a scholarship to UCT. And don't forget that you can trade all over weekends also, and it's free to open up an account. Now let's get back to Nes former president. Now you can see, according to his Instagram profile, the man has got a lot of money, right? He likes to flaunt the money because why? It's just money everywhere, and then there's a golf over there, and then it's more money, right? Now, the one thing that we're going to take a look at over here is his profile on Instagram, because here's something that is very contradicting, and I think we are going to talk about that, because here's something about this that isn't really making sense to me, right? Now, you can see, according to his Instagram, it says there, he's a game changer, author of Best Forex PDFs 2021, and then at the bottom there it says no investments, meaning that he doesn't offer any investment services, right? Now, the client reached out to us and said that, my brother, I watched your content on Namibians, and all those brothers are 1 trillion % scammers. These guys in Namibia can't trade. They are scamming a lot of people. Since they are scared to talk, I would like to expose Nas, former president, on Instagram as a scammer as well. Says the person scammed me not once but twice. I have screenshots of it. He said that one of his clients failed to answer his phone, and that he will pay to sell the profit to the first person that sends him $500 Namibian to invest. Says that I sent him the money, sir. He scammed me. Apparently, he has been doing this to a lot of people. They all have been getting away from it, sir. Just want you to make people aware of him, right? Now, before we get into the screenshot that he posted to his to his WhatsApp, you know, he has also hosted a webinar on July the 25th, the 19th in Windhoek, which is obviously located in Namibia, right? So yeah, so that's kind of what's going on over here right now. The thing that I am trying to understand here, right? Firstly, you know what? I'm not the type of person to just call people out for scamming, because sometimes you look at the information and you ask yourself, okay, how does this link to that and that link to that? Because what makes it a lot easier is when people have conversations with these people directly through Instagram, so you can see that the account information is verified and all of these things, right? So if you've been scammed by this guy and you have had a conversation with him through Instagram, or you have, or anything like that. And the reason why I'm saying this is because I want you guys to see what I'm about to show you very quickly, right? Now, we all know that according to his Instagram, right, he likes to flash a whole lot of money. He loves money. He loves the lifestyle, because he obviously knows that is what sells, that is what works, and he knows people love to see that, right? On that note, also, every day a new Forex trader gets born, and they log on to social media, and when they want to get into trading, the first thing they are looking for is a person who has achieved this amount of success. So they know that we show you money, we show you lifestyle, we show you all of these things that we know does actually work for you. Because why? There's no easier way to scam somebody than, firstly, you have to sell somebody the scam before you actually scam them, right? You have to show them something that is non-existent to make them think that you can get it when they can't actually get it. Now, it says here, no investment. Now, according to the post on his status, right, on his WhatsApp status, it says here, so this is the scam. The scam says, one lucky person to take this person's profits, make the payment of 500 Namibian dollars, which is about 500 Rand, to my number, then send the proof of payment with your payment details to, I can only pay to sell, you pay to sell. So I think this would probably be like a e-wallet or something like that. I don't know how it works, but it says that, okay, it's not an e-wallet there. It says now, or send into an FNB account. It says maximum e-wallet, account e-wallet. Also tag screen once you receive the money and tag me on Instagram. So it teaches this people patience, right? Now, the client had obviously reached out to him and says that, can't you receive e-wallet, sir? I send and then you pay to sell for me if it's good, sir. Client says, he says, okay. So here you can see, right? The client asks, is this the number? Now, I'm going to blow out the number and I'm going to show you guys the last 3 digits of it. And then the client also asks, or your main one, which is the 0915. Okay, I want you guys to just follow me on this. And if you've been scammed by this guy before, I would really appreciate it if you can drop me an email also. Now, the way the scam works is very simple. He makes people believe that people who has previously paid him for account management, where he has made money, is not, picking up the phone for him to give them what they, their payouts, right? And that he has got all this money now that he's willing to give to the next person, but you have to pay him for it, which makes absolutely no sense. That if you have profit, which is more than what you're charging people, what's the point in charging people? You might as well keep the profits to yourself, right? So here's the first thing that I want to talk about over here, right? You can see that the first number that the client asks, is this the number? Ends in 181. Then the client asks, or your main number, which is 0915. That ends in 0915. If you look at the pamphlet that he has over there, that number ends in 0533. Now, we are dealing with 3 different numbers. Now, firstly, there's 2 things that we need to clear up here very quickly, right? Has the client ever spoken to him? Was there a video call placed? How do we link? Is there a link, a direct link? And the reason why I'm very careful when I say this is because I've exposed many scammers before in my entire life. And you need to be able to link them somewhere, because according to the cell phone number on the pamphlet versus the 2 different numbers that was sent out there, it's all 3 different numbers. Now, again, I'm not saying that this guy doesn't scam or he's not a scammer or he's whatever the case is. That is why I said, if you've been scammed by this guy, just drop us an email over here, and we can always do another video on this. Any case, the client then reached out to him and said, sir, which number, just to confirm, I want to be there as well. So the client is already asking about where I should make the payments. And then the client then asks, which number do you know? Because I want to be there also. Now, the client also provided screenshots of him actually making the payment to NAS president, of 500 Namibian dollars, which I believe is about 500 Rand if you are from South Africa. And the client also sent us through this, to say that I have actually paid the money through to him. And there you can see NAS president again posted a screenshot where he basically paid somebody 30,000 Namibian dollars. Again, if you remember the video that I made yesterday, also these screenshots that they post to make people believe, and this entire screenshot has been mixed, has been tempered, right? It has been tempered. You can just look at it and you can see it's been tempered with. So once again, I'm going to say that if you guys have been scammed by this guy, right, and you've conversated with him through Instagram and you have those screenshots, I would be more than happy for you guys to send through that screenshots. Again, I'm not saying this guy, he didn't scam him. I also cannot say that, yes, he scammed him. But we need to be very mindful of, because here we're dealing with 3 different phone numbers. And I say, if he has scammed you before and you have, let's say you've had a conversation with him through a voice call or whatever the case is, please let us know, because we would really like to understand what's going on here. That is it from my side, guys. Thank you for your time. And as always, cheers for ears.